With Cyberpunk going on sale on many platforms, there may not be a better time to get in on the action. A year later, Cyberpunk is probably in the best state that it's ever been in. With many positive reviews coming in and future content on the horizon, now is a great time to dive into the wonderful world that is Cyberpunk 2077. Night City has a lot to offer, and for those of you who are just jumping in for the first time, I got some tips and tricks for you. For those who are coming back to the game, these could be helpful on additional playthroughs and or those who just want to experience the game again before future content is added. If you appreciate this type of content, consider leaving a like down on the video below and subscribing to the channel for future Cyberpunk content. Obviously, there's a lot to do in Night City. However, for those who are just playing the game for the first time, there are 3 life paths to choose from: Corporate, Nomad, and Street Kid. The story stays pretty linear regardless, with the exception of the first mission. Feel free to pick whatever life path you want, and if you would like to, you can start out and try all 3 life paths, knowing that only dialogue options change throughout the story depending on what life path that you pick. My personal favorite way to play Cyberpunk is as a female character and as a corporal, as I think the dialogue options are the best. Now, going back to the story aspect of it, the game really starts to open up after Act 1, and you're confined to one area in Act 1. So feel free to do the side quest later in the first act, or go through it as you would like. Once you've completed Act 1, Night City is opened up, and you have tons of side quests to conquer. Basically, you can go wherever you want in Night City at any given time. There are no areas that are restricted to level. However, some areas will be harder for you at lower levels. That being said, you can still explore the area as you please. There are many side stories in the game that I implore you to explore, as they do open up more dialogue options and more endings as you complete them. Other things to note while playing Cyberpunk is as you level up, there are attribute points and skill points. Skill points aren't final, however, attribute points are final, so be careful while picking and deciding on what weapon and attribute you want to use. Certain weapons and skills are tied to certain attributes, so keep that in mind as you want to pick your playstyle. I didn't add too many tips and tricks as I didn't want the video to go super long. I wanted those who are experienced in the game for the first time to know the basics without very many spoilers, so they can make their own discoveries and experiences. My last piece of advice or tip is going to be ignore previous criticisms of the game and enjoy it in its current state. We can't change the past, but we can enjoy the present and look forward to the future of Cyberpunk 2077. That's all I have for this video. If you found it helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for future Cyberpunk content. And that goes for anyone's channel. If you enjoy their content, like and subscribe to their channels because it helps them out a great deal. That's all, folks. I hope you have a great day. Okay, that's not really the end of the video. I just wanted to save spoiler portions till the very end and tell you a little bit more about some of the side quests. So some of the best side quests to make sure that you do, regardless if you actually really care about Cyberpunk's lore and everything, is the Pan Am quest line. And the reason this is because it opens up 2 possible endings. Otherwise, you're kind of stuck with what I consider to be the worst ending. Then there's the Johnny quest line that I also think you should do, as it's probably one of the best side piece of content in the game. If you do everything right without Johnny, there's tons of guides on this. You can get an opportunity to have the secret ending, which I personally think is the most canon and canonically way to play Cyberpunk. So I would suggest looking up a guide on that if you're interested in doing that. Other notable side quests are the random journeyman that's on the side of the road, you'll know, and then River and Rogue and Kenny. Those are all very good, notable side quests to do. And my personal favorite is Judy Booty, as you could tell in the little zoom in the middle of the video. I had to. I'm sorry. But yeah, those are notable side quests that you should do. Other things there are in the game that are quite interesting are iconic, or like basically your legendary guns, which there are very unique versions of. But yeah, no, that'll conclude everything actually this time. So once again, I hope you have a great day.